Hey friends, I'm Rachna and I'm back with a new lesson. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to use adjectives ending with ed and ing. Well, the other day when I walked into class, I was really relaxed, happy, calm and excited. So I guess my students gauged my mood and one of them said, you seem to be very exciting. What he meant to say is, you seem to be very excited. But I guess he probably was a little confused about the ed and ing adjective, so he didn't say it correctly. Well, a lot of people get confused in this because ed and ing are both adjectives and we do not know how to use them correctly. Okay, so I thought, let me take this lesson today and clear this confusion. Alright, first let's begin with understanding what are adjectives. Okay, now let's see it in a sentence. She is a pretty girl. Okay, now you know nouns. So if I have to pick out a noun, girl is a common noun. Okay. Okay, so she is a girl. Simple. But when I describe how the girl is or what kind of girl she is, I'm describing, probably I'm telling you something more, I'm adding on something more or even a quality. So when I say she is a pretty girl, and if I ask the question, what kind of a girl, girl being the noun, you will understand that I am describing this girl of being pretty. So pretty is doing the job of describing or bringing about a quality of the noun girl. So pretty becomes my adjective. Okay, so when you're confused and you don't know how to spot the adjective, ask the question, what kind? Alright, so if I say I live in a big city and if I ask what kind of a city, it's big. So big is an adjective that is describing the noun city. Alright, so remember, adjectives are nothing but just words that describe a noun. They tell you more about it or they bring about some quality. Okay friends, now coming to ed and ing, where most people get confused. Okay, now Sam was bored at home. Okay, now ed adjectives are used when you talk about how people feel. Okay, so if I ask, how was Sam, like how did Sam feel? He felt bored, he was bored. Okay, bored means not interested, nothing to do, I mean just sitting idle. I'm sure you feel bored probably when you really have nothing to do. So it's a feeling that you experience. So you use ed adjectives to talk about feelings of a person. Okay, so if I ask how was he, he was bored. I cannot say Sam was boring at home. No, he felt bored, nothing to do and idle. Okay, so what did Sam do? He went for a movie and after he got back, I asked him, hey, how was the movie? He said, the movie was boring. You see, now it is describing something of being boring. Okay, how was the movie? What kind of a movie? Boring movie, bad. Okay, so this is an ing adjective. Now generally we use ing adjectives to show the effect of something on someone or something. Okay, so here what effect did the movie have? A boring effect. I cannot say the movie was bored. Okay, this is wrong. The movie was not bored. The movie is not a living thing. It's not a person. It does not have feelings. So I say the movie was boring. What type of a movie? Boring. Boring is an adjective, ing adjective used to show the effect of something on someone or something. Okay, it just shows that something has an effect on someone. Alright, the next example, I'm not interested in sports. Do you watch sports? No. Why? Because I'm not interested. It does not appeal to me. Probably I find it boring. So I am not interested. Alright, this is the feeling that I have of not being interested. I cannot say I am not interested in sports. Now that is wrong, okay, because here I am talking about a personal feeling, about the way I feel about sports. I am not interested. Remember, ed is used, ed adjectives are used to talk about feelings of a person. Okay, but then my friend says, watching soccer is interesting. So when you watch soccer, what effect does it have on you? It's interesting. It's an adjective that describes soccer of being an interesting sport. Okay, so when you use interesting, you're showing that yes, it has some effect, it has some effect on me, on a person or a thing. Alright, so remember, ing adjectives are used to show something has some effect. Alright, so I cannot say watching soccer is interested. No ways, that is wrong. Fine, so remember this, watching soccer is interesting. Well, in the next example, my friend is annoyed. How does he feel? He feels put off, he's agitated, he's irritated, he's in no good mood. So he's annoyed. Alright. Be careful, don't say my friend is annoying, because then it means that that's the effect he has on you. So good luck to you if you even say it by mistake. So my friend is annoyed, probably had a bad day. So when I talk about his mood, I said, oh, you're annoyed today. So that's describing the feeling. How does he feel? Feels annoyed. Alright. Now, I had an annoying day. I cannot say I had an annoyed day, because the day has no feelings. I do. Okay, so I say I had an annoying day. What kind of a day? Describing it as annoying, bad day, not a good one. So I had an annoying day. So this day had this effect on me. ing showing some effect it has on me, and an annoying effect. Okay, people. So well, coming back to my classroom statement, I was very excited when I went into class. Okay, I was excited. And when I came back from my trip, I felt that the trip was very exciting. So excited because that's the way I felt before going on the trip. And after I returned, when people ask me, I say my trip was fabulous. It was exciting. Okay, friends, I hope you understood this, how to use ed and ing adjectives. I'm sure you're going to use it correctly the next time you do attempt to use them. Alright, this brings me to the end of this lesson. Please take a test and see how much you have understood. To do that, click on the link given in the description below this video. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, you take care and bye.